Genes, chromosomes, DNA, nucleotides, what? In this video I will explain to you the fundamental terms you need to know to get started with genetics. Genes are the so-called blueprint to our bodies, and in fact to every living thing. They are the universal language of life in its different expressions. Your eye color, height, and many different aspects of your body are due to your genetics. A gene is a term used to describe a section of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which codes and determines all of our features. DNA is a molecule, essentially consisting of three different types of components. The outer twisted backbone is made of a phosphate and sugar, which are connected to a base that represents the inner part. One set of these three is called a nucleotide. The structure of DNA is called a double helix, because there are always two bases complementary to each other. Two nucleotides, one on each side. Two strands of complementary nucleotides is what DNA essentially is. Most important for now are the bases, of which there are four: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. Adenine is only ever complementary to thymine, call that AT, and guanine to cytosine, GC. The reason for this are hydrogenic bonds that connect them to each other. GC has three, while AT has only two. AT and GC are called base pairs. The sequence of bases makes up the actual information on the DNA. DNA strands each have a direction, indicated by 5' and 3' here. This refers to the number of the carbon atom of the sugar at which the phosphate binds. DNA is in every cell of our body. In eukaryotes, which humans and all complex animals and plants are a part of, the DNA lies inside the cellular core. Here, space is limited, but there is a lot of DNA. To save space, DNA is coiled around histones, which are complex proteins, though their complexity is irrelevant here. The unit of a histone and the DNA which is coiled around it is called a nucleosome. Many nucleosomes are then coiled up, which makes the DNA supercoiled until we arrive at the largest unit of organization called the chromosome. Almost all cells of the human body contain a diploid, a doubled, set of chromosomes. 23 pairs, in total 46 chromosomes. The last pair determines our biological gender. The other 22 pairs determine our features. A certain pair of chromosomes codes for a certain feature. In a pair, one chromosome comes from father and one from mother. Now finally, all the genetic material contained in an organism is called its genome.